mind I'll visualize. Brown hair, brown eyes, body type, thick thighs. No surprise by her design, she get prize, I will imply. Beauty's angel in the sky, on my shoulder she may cry. Anytime, day and night, fight or flight to my delight. Girls a fighter is the flight in the height. Now let us pray to the Lord, these words I say. What does it take to find true love? A perfect match fits like a
Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Definitely, always ready to dive in.
Awesome. So today we're taking a bit of a different route,
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna be looking at Be Ready is Mokon.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of this one.
And the interesting thing is, like, the lyrics for this were written, the artist has said that he wrote these while he was in prison.
Wow, that's heavy.
Yeah, between 2008 and 2010.
Okay, yeah.
So just imagine, like, being in that situation, confined.
Yeah.
And pouring your heart out into this love song.
Yeah.
Really powerful stuff. And our source material is, it's a little unconventional. We're working with YouTube video transcript excerpts for this one.
Interesting. So we're really getting, like, straight from the source, kind of.
Exactly. Raw and unfiltered. And that's what makes this deep dive so fascinating.
It really does give us a unique window into the artist's world, especially during that time.
Right. All right, so let's jump into it, starting with the first verse. So he starts off, he paints this really vivid picture of a woman. He talks about brown hair, brown eyes, body types, thick thighs. It's like, almost photographic in detail. But what I find so interesting is it's not just about physical appearance, right? It's like you can feel this deeper yearning for connection underneath. He's sketching his ideal woman, someone to fill the void.
Yeah, definitely. And he uses such strong language, calling her her design, she your prize. It's like she's this perfect creation in his mind. He's not just describing someone he finds attractive. He's constructing this image of a woman who embodies everything he longs for.
Absolutely. And that longing, it just like grows stronger as the song progresses.
Mm-hmm.
In verse 2, we see this shift. It goes from physical description to something much deeper, this internal struggle he's going through.
What kind of struggle are we talking about here?
He talks about praying to the Lord for guidance and grace to find love. And he admits, heart's been broken plus torn apart. It's raw, vulnerable.
Wow. Yeah, you can really hear the pain in those lines. It's like he's laying it all out there.
Right. And to think he's writing this from prison, it adds this whole other layer of complexity.
It makes you think about the power of songwriting as an outlet. Like, here he is facing this incredibly challenging situation, and he's channeling all those intense emotions, the loneliness, the heartbreak, the hope into this song.
Exactly. And that honesty, it just continues to build. In verse 3, he starts talking about facing the world together side by side. He says, take on the world together, show them what it's like loving one another. And there's this deep desire for partnership, for someone to share the burden with.
Yeah, and he even says, hearing your voice brings a smile to my face and makes all my other problems that's in the grate, highlighting how love, even just the thought of it, can offer solace and strength in the face of adversity.
For sure. And then things get even more intense in verse 4. He calls her his soulmates, talks about her actions, stay blow in my mind. Yeah, the emotion in those words is palpable. It's like he's clinging to this image of her as his lifeline.
And it's so important to remember the context here. He's writing this from prison,
Yeah.
a place where freedom is restricted. So the intensity of his feelings, his longing for this connection, this love, it takes on this whole other level of meaning.
Definitely. And then verse 5, it's like he flips the whole concept of imprisonment on its head.
What do you mean?
Well, he starts talking about how set in this passion and how he's eternally shackled by love.
Oh.
Yeah, it's powerful, right? He's taking this language of confinement and reclaiming it. He's saying, yeah, I might be physically trapped, but love is its own kind of confinement, and I choose to be bound by it.
That's a really interesting interpretation. It's like he's finding freedom within his confinement through this idea of love.
Exactly. And it leaves us with a lot to unpack, right? Like, this song is about so much more than romantic love. It's about hope, resilience, the power of the human spirit to find meaning and connection, even in the darkest of places.
Totally agree. It really makes you think about how we all navigate challenges in our own lives and what we choose to hold on to, what brings us strength.
Yeah, and this deep dive, I think it's really shown us that. Be Ready is Mokon. It's not just a love song. It's a testament to the power of the human spirit to find light in the darkness.
It really is.
Amazing stuff.
Definitely.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. It was a really interesting journey, and I think we'll wrap it up there.
Sounds good.
So until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.